Juneteenth by Kendall Coleman and Layla Palmer. Juneteenth is a holiday celebrated by Black Americans. Many Black people think Juneteenth is a day all slaves were freed from white plantation owners, but slavery was actually something that was phased out between states in America, starting with the North and ending with the South. Juneteenth signifies the last state to abolish slavery or the complete abolishment of slavery in the country. Today we will be discussing Juneteenth's history, evolution, celebrations, importance, and modern day impacts.
In 1863, during the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln announced the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation is a law that declared more than 3 million slaves living in Confederate states to be free. Although this order was given by the president, some southern states refused to release Black Americans from slavery. Texas was one of these states. The plantation owners refused to let enslaved Americans see the outside world and never told them about laws being passed. So life continued without change for over 2 years. Finally, on June 19, 1865, Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas to confirm slavery was indeed over. This is when the enslaved finally learned that slavery was abolished. The following year, an anniversary celebration took place to praise the end of slavery. This was considered the first Juneteenth celebration.
Although Black America celebrates Juneteenth, it wasn't always considered a holiday for the country. Texas was the first state to celebrate Juneteenth as a holiday in 1980. 22 years later, in 2002, 8 states officially celebrated the holiday. In 2006, 12 states celebrated Juneteenth, and by 2008, half the country considered Juneteenth as a holiday. It wasn't until June 19, 2021, almost 80 years after slavery ended, that Juneteenth officially became the national holiday in America. The U.S. House of Representatives voted 1450 to 14 on June 16 to create the 12th federal holiday. This is the first since Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established in 1983. The Senate unanimously passed a similar bill on June 15th. Biden called the establishment of Juneteenth a national holiday. This was very important to the success of our country. Now it is recognized by all as the day enslaved Black Americans were free everywhere in the country.
The celebration is the main part of Juneteenth. There are a lot of different ways that Americans celebrate Juneteenth. Some of these include learning the history of the holiday and how it started, buying Black merchandise to support Black businesses, hosting or attending cookouts with traditional Black meals, spreading the word about the holiday, attending Juneteenth events such as marches, donating to Black communities to help uplift them, encouraging other Black Americans to register to vote, and finally serving a jury duty to represent the voices of the people.
Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, was written as a legal holiday by President Biden on June 15, 2021. Juneteenth allows the country to recognize its history and prevent it from occurring again. It's also a celebration of Black freedom and Black empowerment. This is also considered an extension of Black History Month because it celebrates Black excellence and Black culture. By recognizing these events, you are able to capture how much we've grown as a country, but also we recognize that we still need to celebrate our past and know where it comes from. And this holiday celebrates this accomplishment that our ancestors have made many years ago.
To summarize, Juneteenth is a very important holiday in the Black community. It allows us to look back on our history and honor those who had to endure the horrors of slavery. It also allows us to celebrate our achievements and see how far we've come. Thank you for listening.